this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you the TierraCast Dulce Vida collection. Now this Sweet Life collection features 3 different items, and they are Flora, Jardin, and Amor. So we have various different things, and you can already see that there's a lot of flowers and hearts and just sort of a beautiful organic feel that's going on here with this collection. Now I just want to kind of dive right in, and I'm going to show you this portion over here, and these are beautiful like little links, but you'll notice that they have no holes in them. But what I really think could be interesting is if you just take a couple of these different shapes and just some large jump rings and just kind of link them together for just a really fun sort of organic kind of feeling link bracelet. And you could do a couple strands and put them all together. I think that just could be really, really fun. So you'll notice that these all have really nice stampings, and you can see that they're nice and thick as well. So they do have stampings that are sort of different on different sides. Now let me take 2 that are the same here, and I'll kind of show you how they differ. So this is both finishes, and these are the same sides, as you can see. And I'm going to just flip one over so you can see how different it is on the other side. So that is just sort of, the really kind of fun organic feel. So if you're making a bracelet or, perhaps a necklace, you can actually kind of get 2-sided designs out of these. So I just think that's really, really beautiful and fun. And again, you kind of are seeing that floral and love, kind of design here in that garden theme. So they have some beautiful pendants as well. And again, a lot of these you can see have double sides. So you can kind of get a feel for how different you can really make a lot of these fun pieces. And what I really enjoy is the weight of these. They have a nice weight to them, but you can also wear them as earrings because they're actually light enough to do so. So just some really fun pieces. This again is the same piece, so you'll see it as I flip it over. And we have this really kind of fun, neat little piece over here. Now some of these will come 2 at a time. Some you'll get only 1, so if you are making a pair of earrings, just be sure to just double check what you're going to be getting for that as well. Now, like I said, these are all antique pewter and brass oxide finishes, which is very typical for TierraCast. So I want to bring you over here, and we have these big pinch bales, but if you're looking for something that is not as large, they have made a smaller version. So this could work actually with really some fun crystals, or I love the idea of using this collection with leather cord. So over here, just kind of continuing on, we do have some links and connectors here. So these have 2 holes attached. You can see that this piece is really similar to some of the other links, but this one actually has 2 holes drilled in it. So you'll be able to use that with maybe some smaller jump rings if you like, or just some other kind of various pieces. So moving on, they have a nice set of toggle clasps, and these come as a set, so there's no guesswork involved for how you'd want to kind of fit this into your design. This is very cute. They have a circular version, and they sort of have this beautiful square, and I just love the bar on this version. It's just nice and chunky, but it actually looks very kind of fun, and you can see all the little swirls in there. Just some really, really neat pieces. We also do have a few button closures that are part of this line. So they're going to have that shank on the back, as you can see just right there. And again, this is what I was talking about with using this with leather. If you're making any of our wrapped leather bracelets, these are great additions to add to those pieces. So I'm going to bring you up here to a couple of unique pieces. Now this is the only one like it in this design here. And you can see that I've actually gone ahead and added some patina to one of them. Now this is the brass ox, and all I did was add a little patina and then kind of wipe off that top layer so you really get to see that color that kind of pops there in that design. But I love these little triangle connectors because you actually have 3 holes going on there as well. So just kind of fun, and I actually used this piece in my design here, and this is using one of the bangles. So this is sort of a global chic kind of traveler design, and what's really neat about these bangles is they already have the holes drilled for you. So this is a finished piece, and let me just show you over here. This is the pewter version. So this is it without all my fun little embellishments, but you can see that you can do wire wrapping, and you also can kind of notice that they're a little uneven. And what I love about that is it just gives, again, that really bohemian kind of organic feel, and you have all these beautiful kind of scratches scored into the side, so it already looks like a really nice finished, almost like a belted piece, and it's nice and riveted. Now this comes only in one size, and it has a 2.5-inch diameter. So that is what you are going to get. And like I said, there's that little 3-hole triangle there, and I just added some charms, but you know, and just hung a little chain there. So wire wrapping, you can also add fabric to it. I think that could be a really neat design aesthetic. So there's a lot of fun to play with this line, and I just love that it offers so much. I mean, over here we have a couple of earring posts, and these are just such a beautiful design, and this is where I would want to add some color to that. I just feel the need to add color. And then just to finish it off, they did also include a couple of beads here. Now these are rounded beads, but they're not perfectly round because they have just a nice little indentation and a nice little shape to them. So you can also use these to tie in with several of the items that you've seen here. So again, this is the TierraCast Dulce Vida collection. It is the Sweet Life collection, and I hope that you have a lot of fun creating some really outstanding pieces. This is definitely a wonderful jumping off point to create some really nice designs. You can find all of these supplies and even more tutorials at Beadaholique.com.